Here at the Steel Center, VCU Athletics. My name is Robby. I know most of you guys. It is great to see you. I hope you guys are having a good week. Everyone having a good week? We are here for sure. Man, our beginnings just fantastic. There is truly nothing like new beginnings, especially here in school. Like we've been here for a couple decades now. As I said, no news to you. But being able to sit with Coach and her staff over the last 10, 15 minutes and chat with them and the energy that they have brought here to the Steel Center today, just out of nowhere, it is so motivating and inspiring. And it makes me take a step back and say, it is great to have new energy here at the Steel Center. I think when you hear from Coach, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so Coach, you need to know, Richmond, in my opinion, is a basketball town. We hear all about football. We know about football, for sure. Football's the big beast, the NFL and all that. But I can tell anybody that's here, this is a basketball city. It loves its hoops. And you're going to realize that very soon here in Richmond, Virginia. So that is one thing that you and your family are going to get to learn about this city is it loves its basketball. A couple weeks ago, I was reading on social media, and I think one of the coaches, I can't remember who exactly the coach was, but they said, you know, coaches win championships, but administrators, actually coaches win games, got it right, coaches win games, but administrators win championships. And Coach, you're walking into a place that your staff, whether it's your athletic director, your deputy athletic director, your facilities people, those that are in student services, all the way down to us in the corporate sales world, we are 100% behind you each and every way. And you're going to find out very quickly how much we love you guys and how much we are in your corner and how much we're going to be here to help you win championships. And for all of those that were involved in the search, involved in VCU women's basketball over the last couple of weeks and months, I want to thank you for everything you poured into this day and getting here to this day. It's as I said, it's super exciting. A couple of I just want to recognize real quick. Harry, I want to say hi to you here. Tom Hammers here, my longtime supporters. Harry's been here quite much longer than I have, which is saying a lot. Also want to say hi to Robby, who is part of Synergy Technical and is part of our Elevate consortium of corporate partners that supports specifically women's sports and women's basketball. Their logo is right there on Lisa Road. Thank you for being here. We appreciate all that you do. Catherine, it's good to see you here as well. Catherine comes to a lot of things. And Don, you know that you and your family are huge supporters as well of VCU Athletics and VCU Basketball. So thank you for being here today. And for all of you, we appreciate it. Ted, good to see you guys as well. Thanks to everybody for being here as well. All right, so without any further ado, I just talked about the administrative staff. And the person that leads that here at VCU right here at 1200 West Broad Street is McLaughlin. So please bring to the stage a warm round of applause to our Director of Athletics and Vice President, it's McLaughlin.
Thanks, Robby. I appreciate everyone being here today. It is a special, special day, for sure. First, I'm going to start off with a couple thank yous. Thank you, first and foremost, to my wife for putting up with another coaching search this last few weeks. You all don't understand what it's like in my house when we go through these things. So I appreciate my wife's patience as we go through this. And it's certainly the line of behind every good man is a great woman is that's an understatement in our house. So I appreciate all your support with that. And I want to thank Dr. Rao, our president here. Dr. Rao is traveling on VCU business today, but wish he could be here. But he met with Coach earlier this week, and is very, very excited for her to start here and to lead our program. So we can't do anything that we do in athletics without incredible support from our university administration. Some of our folks are here today, and the support's been incredible. So we're very, very fortunate. VCU is built on people. Robby and I were just talking about that in the back. It really is, and we need everyone to be involved, like all of you here today. So appreciate it, and we are incredibly excited to welcome Chelsea and her family here to VCU. Simply put, she's a winner. She is a winner. She's won championships at High Point, and she probably, in all honesty, could have stayed at High Point the next 10 years and won a box full of rings, championship rings. She could have won that championship every single year. But we somehow convinced her to come here and not only continue to win championships and continue to put together a box full of championship rings, but to make history. And I say that because she and I share a vision of where our program can go. And that's not only to win championships, and that not only to be in the NCAA tournament, but let's advance. Let's win games in the NCAA tournament. I think we saw a couple weeks ago the power of winning games in the NCAA tournament does for a basketball program. I don't know if you all remember, we played North Carolina in men's basketball a couple weeks ago. That went okay for us. So, the brand value that we get for winning basketball games in the NCAA tournament in March is incredible. And I know she's going to be able to change history here at VCU. I've got a front row seat of women's basketball at the national level the last few years, being on the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Oversight Committee. And I can tell you, there's no better time in the history of our country, in the history of the sports, to be a fan of women's sports. No better time. And there's no better time to support women's basketball in this country than right now. This is an important time in the evolution of our program, but it's also an important time in the evolution of the game. And we look at this right now as an opportunity. The business of college athletics obviously has changed forever. We're in a new era. I'm sure Coach will talk about that in some way, shape, or form as well. But the business has changed forever, and we really need someone who understood that change, who's won in this time, and who can relate to how to evaluate talent and how to get talent here to VCU. And I know we have that in Coach Banbury. And we not only hope to make history, but we know that once we put the product on the floor, that I know we can, the sky's the limit for the excitement that it will generate in this community. And we've proven here at VCU that we can put a whole bunch of people in this arena for a women's basketball game. We've proven that more than a few occasions. Our goal is to make that a regular occurrence. Not just once, not just twice, not just 3 times a year, but all the time to fill the stoop over and over and over again to watch a championship level in the basketball program. And I know Chelsea will do that here for us. I would be remiss if I did not welcome family as well. Welcome Greg. Chelsea's husband Greg's here with us today, and their two little ones, Jackson and Harley. Watching her kids run around BBC last night certainly reminded me of 14 years ago when I first got here and my kids were running around the Siegel Center when they were little. And it made me think about last night, just the memories that you all have as a family growing up around VCU. I've had the good fortune to be here for the last 14 years, and our kids, like my kids and Sophia's kids and Bruce's kids and some other folks, our kids all grew up together, and they grew up at VCU, and some even attended VCU. But the most important thing is that they have a lifetime of memories that VCU has given all of us. And I know that as we go forward, Chelsea and her family will have a lifetime of memories of VCU and realize how special a place this is. There's a reason why people stay here for a long time. There's a reason why good people, talented people, high achievers stay here for a long time. It's to be around an environment that you can win, that you can develop young people, and make them into the best versions of themselves. And it's really a place that the community embraces you. And that's what VCU is, and I know that's what Chelsea's going to find with her family here as well. So, without much further ado, I will close by laying out a couple expectations for the coach. We talked about this in the interview process, but we expect, and I say we, I include everyone here, we expect winners. We expect championships. That's the standard here at VCU. And we truly expect that standard of championships to be an outcome of the development of young people and developing them into the best versions of themselves. And I know we do that better than anyone else does what they do well. That's what we do here. We develop young people. And VC is a place that you reach your dreams. So when the news broke when we hired Chelsea, I got text messages from all over, and it was like tremendous hire. One of them said, "You got a boss," which I think that's a good thing. Call you a boss. Yeah, I don't know if you take good terms as a boss, but one of the ones that really hit home was another great winner for VCU, and I really truly believe that. So, without further ado, the next head coach for the women's basketball program at VCU, Chelsea Banbury.